Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya, Jaya Panchatattva, Jaya Panchatattva, Panchatattva, Jaya So we're going to be showing some PowerPoint presentation. I hope you all can see the screen, and I hope you also can read something from the screen. So will any of you like to introduce today's topic? What is today's topic? Will any of you would like to introduce the topic? You have a mic, extra mic? Good.
Thanks, sir. So we are on the attempt to actually complete the Nava Vidha Bhakti series. So today's topic will be what did we cover last week? No. Last week. Yes. Today Dasyam will be taking the session will be taken by
So introduce the topic. You can ask them also to say something. First, you say one sentence.
Okay. So, so in a very layman's term, I knew what dancing was. That is to actually serve the Lord. But actually, when I spoke to the great Vinod for the first time, in fact, I got almost an hour I spoke to Bhaji. That's when I got introduced to Dasyam as a more expanded version, something that I never thought about. If you, probably if I may just be, one of the main, when it comes to Nava Vidha Bhakti series, Dasyam is one of the main factors that actually touches upon every aspect of the Nava Vidha Bhakti series. Everything starts from Nava Dasyam. And that's one of the core aspects, as far as I understood from my discussion with Teresa. That's what it was. Can I pass it over?
Ask this Mataji, she may know more.
Serving in Dasyam is like we give ourselves to the master, and the guru. That is what is actually we giving ourselves without any material motives or without any.
Okay. Next. You have 5 minutes, not more. In 5 minutes, you all of you have to speak. Just 2-3 words. Just some idea what you know about Dasyam. 2-3 words.
Hare Krishna. Nothing much to say, but yeah, when one person serves in a dark house, so maybe it fulfills the desire of Lord. Or, like Hanuman is the best example of.
She started saying something. What was that? First sentence. When one how?
One serves in a dark house. Dasyam.
Serves in Dasya Bhav.
So that is the main quality for a devotee to serve in a dancing house, and Hanuman is the best example for.
Okay. What else? Quickly. You have to come up with 2-3 words just to give the expression. 2-3 words only. Yes. Complete surrender. Okay.
Dasyam, serving the Lord as a servant, which means without any personal ulterior motives, we have to just follow the instruction, even the instruction.
Okay. What else?
If you ask the blood group of ISKCON devotee, the blood group is Dasyam.
Huh?
If you ask the blood group
Okay.
of ISKCON devotee, the blood group is Dasyam because of the two reasons. One, anyone who is given Diksha, his or her name ends with Das and Dasi. And secondly, Mahaprabhuji told Jive Swarupuri, Krishna and Das.
But they are all scriptural. What do you feel in your heart? I'm not asking, it's not a scripture test. The test is what you understood in your heart. What do you feel, Dasyam? What is it? You give to somebody else. Your turn is over. Yes, that Mataji there. 2-3 words only. You can say whatever is there in your heart. You can say in 2-3 words.
Hare Krishna. To me, Dasyam means selfless service to the Lord. When you don't think about yourself and keep Krishna in the center and keep serving him.
Okay, but it is all social interpretation. In Nava Vidha Bhakti, what is the significance of Dasyam? What you're saying is all social. Selflessness and all that is the social talk. We're not talking social talk. We're saying what is in your heart. If you heard Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, if you have digested that, then this is not difficult. Shravanam is about what? About what? And Kirtanam is about what? Vandanam? So Dasyam is? But are you serving Krishna? Acha? I didn't know you have so many people serving Krishna here. Can we serve Krishna directly? Then what is the point of saying serving Krishna is Dasyam? How can you say then serving Krishna is Dasyam? We are not doing it. What are we discussing here? The idea is people who are qualified, they are serving Krishna, and we are trying to follow them by clearing out everything, every other thing out of it. For example, a judge in a court, he is hearing cases. He is highly respected, he is highly paid. So is he serving Krishna? No. He is doing his legal obligation. For that matter, even husband and wife, they have to be harmoniously living together. Otherwise, there will be legal problems. There was an NRI, people who moved out of India to America. One day the mother told the son, you please put these dirty clothes in the washing machine and make your bed. So the son replied, Mommy, for putting dirty clothes in the washing machine, you give me $5. And for making his own bed, he said, give me $10. And what did mother say? Okay, I'm fixing your breakfast. You give me $10. Later on, I'll fix your lunch. You give me $20. Is this family life? But that's what is going on. Everybody is into money. If everybody is into money, how can that be Dasyam? Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam va jagadisha kame. If any of those things are involved, it's not Dasyam. It's not a cheap thing. Okay, everybody is Krishna's Das. Like everybody is citizen of the country, but some are criminals. Right? Criminal also has Aadhaar card. So everybody says, I am Dasa, I have the name Dasa. So to see, later on we'll come to know, for example, ladies come and make garlands. Some people go in the kitchen and cook for the deities. That garland will last for how many days? And the boga they are cooking for how many days? 2 hours. But there are other type of services which goes for generation after generation after generation after generation. What are those services that goes for generation after generation? What kind of service is that goes for generation after generation? Are there services like that?
Preaching Krishna Katha.
More clearly, you are making it too vague. I'm also preaching. You are also preaching. That goes generation after generation. You are preaching and my preaching goes on for generation after generation. No. Huh?
Taking care of family.
How many generations you want to take care? You can hardly do for one generation. I'm talking about generation after generation. We have to get the depth of what is Dasya. Once I finish with that, the rest is an easy walk. You can just see and you can understand. Like Prabhuji was singing Jai Radha Madhav and you were singing Sri Guru Charana Padma. How is that in our daily activities? Why it is there all over the world in all the classes and it is coming, we have seen. You also have to have some place where you can show the Guru Parampara. These songs we sing, these songs will last for how many days? Jai Radha Madhava will go on for how many days? Or how many days it has been going on?
Forever.
So when somebody expressed that song, they were not just singing for themselves. They were singing for people for generation after generation after generation. I'll give you another example. Only for last 70 years, maybe less years, we are singing Janagana Mana Adinayaka Jai. So it will go on for how many centuries? This Janagana Mana. For how many centuries it will go on? God only knows. We have no guarantee for that song. What? We have no? What about Bhagavatam slokas? What about Brahma Samhita? This will go on for how many generations?
Forever.
That is why it's called Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. What?
Nityam Bhagavatam.
That means there's no time limit. So there are services that is forever, and that is the best example of Dasya because it is not one-on-one or one with 30. Sarvatra Sarvada. What?
Sarvatra Sarvada.
So all the slokas of Bhagavatam is meant for everyone, for all times. So when Vedana has composed and Sukadev repeated, are they servants or not? Is Vedana a servant? Yes, he composed it. Sukadev spoke. Is he servant? Yes, he is your servant. Sukadev is your servant. Do you know that? Vedavyas is your servant. How do you know? Like people, they made Constitution of India, right? But most of you don't know what it means, and you don't understand. But why they made the Constitution? So that every responsible citizen can understand and expect what he should do, and what the neighbor should do, and what the government should do. That's what Constitution is. But we don't care. Similarly, many people don't care about Bhagavatam. Many people don't care about Bhagavad Gita. When Krishna says Satatam Kirtayantu Ma, what does he mean? Even Krishna is servant. I'm going to show you some pictures. Even Krishna is Bhakta Vatsala, he is servant of the Bhaktas. So Dasyam is not just making garland, but that's where you start. Dasyam is not just making prasadam, but that's where you start. Dasyam is not just cleaning the temple, that's where you start. But what is Dasyam? For everyone, everywhere, forever. Just the communication about Krishna and among ourselves also discussing about Krishna. That is where the essence of service. So they are all forever they are wishing well for us, for everybody. Today you have a child 3 years old. But by the time he's 20, 25, he'll come to know about Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita and other things. Even Prabhupada took it to the West. People thought it is only for Indians. Many people thought it's only for Hindus. They say Gita is a Hindu holy book. It's a Hindu holy book. They say Bible is Christian holy book. Quran is Muslim holy book. So Gita is? Jare dekho tare kaho Krishna Upadesh. Okay, now we'll go. You got some understanding of what I'm saying? Okay, you start with cleaning the temple, making the garland, cooking the prasadam. But actual service is rendered forever. That is the highest level of Dasyam. Dasyam has many levels. The government is making roads, supplying water, supplying electricity. But you may not be there tomorrow. So that service cannot be rendered to you. But anything you hear about Krishna can go with you to the next life. Even Krishna says, those who think of me at the end of their life, they come to me. Krishna himself has become servant. He says, I reward everyone the way they approach me. So he's serving you. Therefore, we have no reason to be proud. We have no reason to think I'm a big shot. I'm a senior devotee. No. You have not even started taking the baby steps. So all of us have to focus on something which gives the best understanding of Dasyam. For example, somebody tried to make this temple. This temple is supposed to go on for decades. So the glory goes to the person who decided to donate this place, person who decided to run the place, manage the place. At least it goes for some decades, no? 100 years, 150 years, 200 years. Like they are building TOVP. Supposed to go for thousands of years. So that kind of service also. Prabhupada writes, we all write, you're humble servant. You're insignificant beggar. You're well-wisher. Like that. What we do in our family, in our society, in our job, it has nothing to do with Dasyam. If you don't take care of your family, there will be a court case. If you don't report for your job, you'll be fired. If you don't do what the government says, you'll be put in jail. And they're all obligations. They're all duties. But this Dasyam comes out of your free consciousness and your heart. What comes out of your free consciousness? You're not obliged, it's not a legal duty, it's not an obligation. Therefore, chanting of Hare Krishna is difficult for us. Why? Why chanting Hare Krishna is difficult? You are not obliged to chant. Nobody is going to come and catch your throat. Why you are not chanting? But it comes from your heart, not from your throat. Voluntary, free. Why? You are connecting with something that is forever. These things are all passing show. Our relationship, whatever the relationship in this world, no matter how close it is, how luxurious it is, it's all over. That's why it's called Sanatan. Any activity that is identical to a Sanatan, that is spiritual activity. And the foundation of all the spiritual activity is service. Now we'll move on to the slides because it's almost half an hour already. So we'll go, unless you stop, we will not explain. Everybody has a right to stop and ask for what is it. You have a right to stop, but in order to ask, you have to follow carefully. So you give at least 10 seconds, 15 seconds for each slide. And we'll wait for somebody to put their hand up. If somebody can read also, well, if you can read it, you can read it. You'll wait for that long. Start with number one. Somebody can read it.
What is devotional service? Service is rendered by the Vaishnavas for the benefit of the other Vaishnavas in connection with all the Vaishnavas. Devotional service is far beyond the scope of temporary services to such as nation, duty, community, family, needy people, etc. It is rendered by the Vaishnavas for the Vaishnavas and of the Vaishnavas.
Can you see it? I don't think you wanted to move a little bit here. You can see it? Okay. So you want to come back later or you want to ask now? Yeah. Give the mic. So next one you have to read.
Sure. So here it is said that devotional service is only to Vaishnavas. Here Lord is not in center.
Okay. So, can there be Vaishnavas without Lord? Can there be Lord without Vaishnavas? So, what's your question?
By chance we are rendering service to Lord in altar or temple. Can we consider it, is it as a devotional service or is not?
Anybody can explain that? What question he asked? He said, the Lord is missing. What are you talking about? He's asking me. The Lord is missing?
We think about it in this way that we are actually not qualified to from the Lord directly. Through Vaishnavas, indirectly, we are serving the Lord.
Okay, that is one good answer. That is more. Then? Huh? You heard? Your mic.
See, Vaishnavas means already they are connected to Lord Vishnu and Lord Krishna. So, separately we don't need to mention about it.
Is there anybody who is initiated here? What is your name? Dayalu Govind? Who is Dayalu Govind? And who is Das? You are connected. That Lord is there now. If he is Dasa, that must be Basa, no? That must be a boss. Without a boss, how can there be a Das? So who is the boss? Not very difficult. So which country's national anthem is Jana Gana Mana? I didn't say India. How do you know? It's understood. It's understood. If Vaishnavas are there, automatically the Lord is there. Okay, what else can be? How a service to Vaishnava is a service to Lord? If you please a child, is the mother automatically pleased or not? That's all. If you please Krishna's devotees, Krishna is pleased. You can please one devotee, but if I ask you to build a temple, can you do it for the Lord? Therefore, which is better? Pleasing a devotee, giving nice prasadam to Dayalu Govinda is enough. You don't have to build a temple. You don't have to build a temple. You can build pleasing. But that's only for that day. That's what I told you before. So you can also do that. People can do big service. They can build big temples. They can do many things. Like we are BBT is publishing and distributing books. ISKCON is building so many temples. It all depends upon your interest, your enthusiasm. So the whole topic of Dasyam is to wake you up. Right now we are nowhere in the scene. We are not even watching the cricket match. What to speak of playing? We are not even watching it. If somebody rendered service, we don't know. Is rendering, like we don't know whether Vyas is serving us. Sukadev Goswami is serving us. Lord Brahma is serving us. By creating this creation, Lord Brahma is serving us. These people are just saying for giving you free bus ticket, they say you vote for me. Brahma is not asking. Just for free bus ride, they are asking you to vote. But Brahma created the whole thing. Go there. Anybody who renders significant service never asks you anything. Because they are satisfied by that service. So commercial service means no satisfaction for the customer, no satisfaction for the supplier. Both of them are unhappy. Therefore, no commercial relationship brings any happiness. Even in family life, if there's a tendency to dominate, to enjoy, then there's no happiness. That's why I said, Dasya comes from the heart. And if you see everybody as part and parcel of Krishna, hopefully your family can come in that. Because they are also part and parcel of Krishna. But if you think, oh, it's my family, then it cannot. If you think they are Krishna's part and parcel, then there can be harmony. Once you say my family, there will be no harmony. First you will say my family, then you will say my house, then you will say my car. Then both of you have to go to court. Car belongs to who, house belongs to who. Everything belongs to Krishna, and everything should be used in Krishna's service, and everybody has a right to come to serve Krishna. But according to their capacity, it means to be a Vaishnava. Everybody does not understand everything about what it means to be a Vaishnava. Therefore, we have to do Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav, Bhakti Sarvabhauma. Why all these things are there? Because we don't know what it means to be a Vaishnava. If you practice it at home also, not thinking I am the boss here, or my wife is earning more than me, so she thinks she's the boss. No, then it won't work. From the heart. That way, you can serve everybody in the world. Why you will make a distinction? Ye kala hai, neela hai, peela hai. Because everybody is Krishna. In rainbow, which color you like? Which color you don't like? Have you seen them separately? In a rainbow? Of course not. They're always together. I don't know what you are talking about. I am talking about a rainbow. So if you see everybody everywhere, it says Andhra, Pulinda, Pulkacha, Kasa, everybody can be delivered. That is why Yare Deko Dareko Krishna Upadesh. So I'm making it easy for you because the innermost knot has to be opened. What is Dasyam? Then you won't have a mental block. And by chanting Hare Krishna, people can come to you because that is your password saying, I don't have any prejudice. I don't think you are lower. I don't think you are higher, like we do in the society. So anybody who chants Hare Krishna is free from all these prejudices and misconceptions. So Dasya means you are such a person. Anybody can approach you, and you can approach anybody who is a Dasa. That is why this temple has been built. So many temples are built in ISKCON. So many things are done in ISKCON. Why? Why it is called international society? Prabhupada went to the US and he did not even know who he is going to meet there. And his spiritual master did not know who he is going to meet there. But they said, this is what is to be done. You go, preach Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. People did not know they can understand Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita in America. They did not know that. How it all happened? In fact, they came to India and woke us up. What are you doing? Thinking I'm a Hindu, I'm an Indian. I'm Gujarati, I'm Marwadi. No. Krishna may be a Gujarati, but you are not a Gujarati. Krishna may be a Bhaiya, but you are not a Bhaiya. That's different. We are, Dasya means we are there among other servants, and we don't think they are servant. We want to serve them. Similarly, they also want to serve. So it's mutually keeping Krishna in the center, mutual harmonious coexistence, but not for ourselves. To be an example. Let's move to the next one. Who has the mic? Move to the next one. So, there are many, many pictures here. From what I told you, what do you understand from each picture? Most of the pictures you may not have seen. I don't think you have seen these pictures. What is the first picture? Somebody is sitting by the river. Not you, not you. Others, anybody? You can see it? First picture. How is it at Dasya? What is the greatest service to be done? Service that is done greatest is which is lasts forever. So what is he doing there? Huh? No, not the first one is not writing. What's he doing? You can't see it properly. You're not able to see properly. You know who is that sitting there? No. You move here and see. So what's he doing? How is it Dasya? He's sitting near a riverside. He's sitting near a riverside and it looks like something he's doing there. So what's he doing there? Huh? Unless you know the story, you just can't speculate. You can't make a guess. Because in Kali Yuga, people will not be at all interested in anything spiritual. And the regular idea about what is spirituality will not be effective. So he is inviting, we have heard about so many avatars. There is a difference between the word avatara and avatari. Avatari means from whom other avatars come. So the avatari is Lord Chaitanya. Chaitanya avatari. So he is inviting Lord Chaitanya to come, from whom other avatars come from time to time. And he's saying, unless you come, these Kali Yuga people cannot be transformed. They will not take to it. Why it is a service to us? For everybody, all over the world, forever. Why? It's a service. Because without Mahaprabhu, there is no question of bhakti in Kali Yuga. And he brought the simplest, easiest way, simply by chanting Hare Krishna, he covers A to Z. Chanting Hare, tell me one thing, if you do MA English Literature Honors, you're studying MA English Literature Honors, and you have a book in front of you for syllabus. In that book, if you open, will you find ABCD? No? You are doing MA Honors and you have a syllabus book. You open the book. I'm going, what you are doing? You are doing English. So if you open the book, what will be there inside? Huh? If ABCD alphabet is there, how you are doing MA Honors? In MA Honors, there is ABCD. But without ABCD, there is no English book. The Hare Krishna is the same thing. It is ABCD also, it is MA Honors also. But it depends on how you chant. It's up to you. Just like harmonium is there, it depends on how well you know to play it. It's not harmonium's fault, it's your training about what you know about harmonium. You understand? So A to Z, Mahaprabhu brought in devotional service. Right from A to the Z, everything is there. So he is calling him to come. Therefore, in Kali Yuga, everybody can fit into Mahaprabhu's movement. What? Everybody can? Because it's A to Z. Therefore, everybody in the world can join. There is no Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra for Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu does not have a concept of Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, Brahmachari, Grasta, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi. He does not have that concept. And that concept does not apply to chanting Hare Krishna. It's beyond all limitations. Chanting Hare Krishna is beyond. So that is what he is doing. That is the biggest service because our kopadi kharab ho gaya hamara. Yeah? We can't understand. So all the cobwebs are removed. That is the greatest. Advaita Acharya is not just serving Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by calling him. He's serving you and me. Advaita Acharya is serving us. Oh, every day we do aarti for him. How is he serving us? Because if you are here today, it is because of him. Like you say, oh, because of my parents, I passed first class. Because of my parents, I did engineering. But this is much, much more than what your parents can do for you. And sure enough, you're going to forget your parents. But not this. What is the next picture? Next picture. What's happening? Somebody is writing something. That's what she thought. That is same thing. The scriptures are coming down to us. But it was written long back. How can you give the knowledge unless it is written down and nowadays it is printed and put on online, so many things. Same thing. Therefore, he is doing the greatest service so that if you hear, you may forget. But if it is written and given to you in the book, you can go again and again. Same thing. The group goes on. Next, what is that picture? Huh? I can't see it. There's light. Better you turn off the light. You turn off the light. The light is, there's a glare. There's glare coming from the light. All lights you turn off. We don't need light. What for light is required? All lights you turn off. Okay. Now what's Hanuman doing? That's a temporary service or permanent service? Sita was brought back to India. Why are we remembering about Hanuman? Matter is over, no? When did Sita come back? Why are we talking about Hanuman now? Huh?
That service is forever.
How? She's not in Lanka.
But it led to events which basically.
No. It's a lesson for us. That character we have to imbibe. If not just the action, that quality, that character. Is the eternal example of Ram Kinkar. What? Eternal. Kinkar means servant. Eternal. Actually, they say all these pastimes, they never end. They happen in different planets. So it's happening in another planet. Thousands and millions of planets are there. So that is the example they give. They say there are hundreds and suns, solar systems are there, hundreds and hundreds of solar systems are there. I have not seen it. But if the scientists can believe solar system, I can believe in planets. So that's not only the service is going on, but the character is always memorable, what he did. So that's more like a story form for people to quickly understand. And why did he do that? Why did Hanuman volunteer to do that? Because he wanted to please Ram. So you are asking me, where is the Lord? Where is Rama in this picture? Is there service to the Lord? Huh? Yes. Okay, next one. Why it is a service? Jatayu tried to stop Ravana and he couldn't, and then he fell down. And then just before he passed away, he told Rama, Ravana has taken Sita. That information he passed down. That is service. That's also eternal. That's also going on. हर साल आप तो रावण को जलाते ना, वो हो गया तो क्यों जला रहे हो? रावण तो काम हो गया था, रावण को जलाने की क्या जरूरत? No, it's going on. The idea is for us to get enthusiasm to do service from the heart, not as a legal obligation or a duty. That is actual Dasyam, and that's only available in a particular way. In a particular way, Prabhupada has presented it, and nobody has presented it like that. Even though many people have done, it is not that nobody has talked about Ramayana. It's not nobody has talked about Gita. But the way you are trained in that, there you are focused on that, the way it becomes inalienable, it cannot be separated from you, that understanding, that feeling, that mood and that bhav. What is the next picture? So many mayas are feeding their lalas. What? All mayas feed their lalas, but what is special about it? Every mother feeds the child. What is so special about this? What we are doing is like seeing yourself in the mirror. Where are you, in the mirror or outside? So our life as a mother and our life as having a child is some kind of a reflection. The so-called motherly affection for the child, this is the original, asli. Ours are all Xerox. Ours are all nakli. Because this, it will last forever. Yasoda feeding Krishna is forever. But your child will grow up and go away. And you will also go away. Then what happened to that, feeding your child? That's all. 3, 4, 5 years, matter over. But it's not like that. So Yasoda is the great example for serving Krishna as a mother, and it is called Vatsalya. Just like you have Dasya, no? Shanta, Dasya, Sakya, Vatsalya, and Madhurya. So Dasya is in all of that, but the flavor is different. What? It is ice cream only, but the flavor is different. What? But in every ice cream, milk has to be there. Every ice cream, other ingredients has to be there. Flavor may be different. So like that, Dasya is the fundamental of all the bhavs and all the bhakti, Nava Vidha Bhakti. Next one. So who is serving who? Huh? How do you know? Who is Krishna? Who is Balaram? Huh? Huh? What? Oh, Krishna looks dark for you? Blue dhoti, yellow. So what is service there? Why it is so important? Because that Leela goes forever. We come and go. Ayaram, Gayaram. What? We come and go. That's all forever. I'm telling you, service is there. See, that is service. No. What is not service in this? You tell me in this picture. The last one. What is the service? What's happening there? What is the service? There, Yasoda is feeding Krishna. Here, Krishna is serving his father. What is so great about it? Even if you are Lord, it doesn't matter. You find pleasure in service. What? You find happiness in? Even the Lord gets that pleasure in service. But not through a high court decree. Oh, you have to pay this, but return the money to this bank in 3 months. Not that. That's not taking money from the bank and returning the money. That's not banking services. That's not service. That is danda. That's not services like this. It can't be materially, commercially. in an exploitating way, or it can't be done in that way. Therefore, it is called pure devotional service. Ahaituki apratihata. Why you are chanting Hare Krishna? No reason. What do you want from chanting? Nothing. Very boring. Yes? Why are you chanting Hare Krishna? I don't know, Prabhu. There's no reason. I don't know why I'm chanting. What do you want? Nothing. Why you pagal or what? Yes? I'm pagal. Because you're free. A madman, can you put any rule on a madman? Can you put a rule how madman should behave? No. I'm free. The madman is free. I'm free from the sansar. I'm free from the sansar sagar, sansara dukkha. So if you chant Hare Krishna, you're free from sansar ka dukh, sansar ka sagar. And what do you get by chanting Hare Krishna? Anybody knows? That's all. You invest money and you get interest back. You chant more and more and you get more and more Hare Krishna to chant. Oh, that's really boring. That must be terrible. No, A to Z. It's different. Alphabet 3rd standard is different. Alphabet 10th standard is different. Alphabet MA honors is different. It's the same alphabet, but the communication, the message is different in MA honors. It's different. 3rd standard, 4th standard changes, no. Then the level of mathematics changes, level of everything changes as you grow. But at least in alphabet, it is only A to Z. But here, there is no limit. That's why it goes on forever, and it applies to everybody, and anybody can join, chant. Any questions on these pictures? Is it actually correct? Does it explain the highest level of Dasya? Krishna is the Supreme Lord. Why is he carrying the chapel? Is Nanda Maharaj expecting to bring the chapel? But it is said Nanda Maharaj is getting ready to go. You know, children know as soon as, they pick the car key and run to the car so that Papa can take you around for a while, or a scooter. No. There are so many fathers, no. First thing is they have to take the child for a round when he's 3 or 4 or 5. Then only he can go to office. First he has to do that pradakshana and then come on. So as soon as Nanda Maharaj goes out, he knows, then he goes and brings that. That is how Krishna wants to serve every one of us. By giving his holy name, he is serving us. Krishna, by giving his name to us to chant, he is serving us. So if you chant Hare Krishna, it is purely by the mercy of the Lord. Nothing else you do in your life can compare to that relationship. That will come at the very end. We'll show you that part. Next. If you have any question, you have to keep your hand raised. Yeah.
Slide 1. Vaishnavas serving Vaishnavas. In slide 2, we are serving God. So, given the chance for 10 minutes, shall I serve for the people or shall I chant?
What's he saying?
In the first slide, you have mentioned it is serving the devotee.
Okay.
Second, the image is showing that devotees are serving Lord Krishna and Lord.
Which one he's talking about?
So
Which picture he's talking about?
So he's talking about Vaishnavas in this slide. The devotional
In this picture, which picture he's talking about? Ask him. Why say probably?
Which photo? One of the other way it's serving for the God. Slide 2. Slide 1 is serving for the Vaishnava.
But where is the Lord in that Hanuman giving ring to the Sita? Where is the Lord in that?
It's in Rama.
Huh?
Hanuman is
Is that what is it? Just Hanuman and Sita? No, is there anything else? What's he talking about?
the whole the second line of the first slide, you mentioned serving to the Vaishnavas. But here,
Okay, I know what I've written. You tell me what's his question?
so they're serving to the Lord directly, indirectly.
I don't understand. What are you talking? Make it very clear.
They say that, like taking this picture, like say for Hanuman and the Sita Mela, indirectly he's pleasing Lord Ram.
Okay.
He's trying to say like that.
Okay. What is missing? What is missing? He says in the picture. What is missing?
No, the question is, what should be given the preference?
Right one, Vaishnavas are serving to Vaishnavas.
I'll ask you one question. In our constitution, it is written, this constitution is for the people, by the people, of the people. Which party you are voting? You have something on your own to do, no? So Hanuman is doing, it looks like there is no Lord in that. But Constitution does not say which party you should vote, which MP should be the candidate. Does it say all that in the Constitution? Then why are you going to election and voting? It does not say in the Constitution. Vote BJP, it says. Vote Congress, it says. Why are you going all over the street and say vote for BJP? That's different. It is application. There cannot be election without Constitution. And there cannot be election without parties. There cannot be election without candidates. And there cannot be election without voters. But what you do, that's different. But it's all under the Constitution. So by the Vaishnavas, for the Vaishnavas, of the Vaishnavas mean under the Lord. It doesn't have to be told. People means the country. But political activities are different. But all under the Constitution. That is why I put that thing, by the Vaishnavas, for the Vaishnavas, of the Vaishnavas. So then you can tax your brain. What is being said? What? It is serving the purpose because his brain is being activated. What is being told? And I'm not joining them. What? I'm not joining them. He has to do that struggle. What? How to do the joining? उनको भी तो कुछ काम करना है. सारा काम मैं ही करूं. So how the Lord is there? How can there be Lord without Vaishnavas? How can there be Vaishnavas without Lord? Acha, there is one more thing coming at the end. I'll show that to you. Some things are coming at the end. Okay, then we'll come back to you. Next. It has already come. You can't understand the whole verse, but what you can try to understand is the last two lines of the verse and in the English translation. Okay, read the... you could show me, what is that?
You can show me what would be for you to consider me the servant of 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 your servant.
Why so many servants? Are you able to see anything on the screen from the back? I don't think you are seeing. You can't see that from there. Impossible. Unless you have spiritual vision, you can't see it. How many servant is mentioned there? How many times servant is mentioned? Why? Why so many times? Why not more? Because there's no space. The point is, the Lord is arrested by the Vaishnavas. He can't go anywhere. It is said before the Mahabharata war, Nakula and Sahadeva, because Krishna asked them, there was some discussion going on. Should there be war or not? Somebody said, Bhima said there should be, Yudhishthira said there should not be war. Then Krishna asked Nakula and Sahadeva, should there be war or not? Nakula and Sahadeva said, they meditated on the Lord. What? Even though he was standing in front of him. And they arrested the Lord in their heart. What? Then Lord said, please free me. I understood what you're saying. Even I can't do anything unless you give me permission. So Nakula and Sahadeva arrested the Lord in their heart. He couldn't move. He couldn't proceed further. So all the Vaishnavas put together, they arrest the Lord. He can't move 1 inch. That's what Vaishnavas can do. Lord is not free. Yanagu ane, Ranga ninagu ane, Yanagu ninagu bhaktarane. Anybody knows Kannada? Yanagu ane, Ranga. Yanagu ane, Ranga ninagu ane, Yanagu ninagu bhaktarane. Lord has no freedom. Everything is controlled by his devotees. Is Yashoda you have not seen Yashoda with a stick? And Krishna running, crying, sweating, breathing hard. He has not attended Damodar Arti? You have not attended Damodar Arti? He has.
I don't think that.
Anybody attended Damodar Arti last year? Because this place it could not have been, it must have been some other place. The Lord, in front of the devotees, Lord has no freedom. Don't think only you don't have freedom. Lord doesn't have. Like at home, you may be a big boss in the office, but at home, what are you? Don't underestimate Vaishnavas. So, what's your question? Okay. But Vaishnavas are not happy to be in the front. Therefore, they want to come at the end. Servant of the servant of the servant of the servant of the servant. That is how this society will progress. Everybody puts others in the front and they stay in the back. Doing what is needed to be done, the least important thing they choose to do. Pani bhar ke lana, kachra uta ke dalna. That is where they get the highest pleasure. We want to catch Krishna by the throat or Krishna by his lotus feet. Where we want to catch him? Who wants to catch Krishna by the throat? Where do you want to catch him? His lotus feet. Even the dust. That's our goal. That is why we have no ego problems. We have no problems of the material world. That's why we can chant Hare Krishna 24 hours a day. Doesn't matter where we are, what we are. And what comes and what goes doesn't matter. Next. Same thing here. Same message. What is the message here? Read loudly. I told you, no. We don't have higher, lower. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishyas. Read quickly.
I am not a Brahman. I am not a Kshatriya. I am not a Vaishnava.
Vaishya.
Or a Siddha. Nor I am a Brahmachari. I am identified myself only as the servant of the Lord speak of God.
Okay, that's enough. What's the message? Everybody in the corporate world, what they want in the corporate world? You can't be happy there. Nobody can be happy there. You get ulcers, brain hemorrhage. That's all you get there. So many problems, mental depression. Here it's fun. It's fun here. And this is actual original family of Krishna. Us here, we are not Telugus or what they call Lingayat. What is the other one? What is the Vakaliga? We are not Lingayat or Vakaliga. We are Hare Krishna Parivar. What we are? but there's no war. There's only one war. We have only one war. Vrindavan belongs to Krishna or Radharani. That war is going on forever. Vrindavan belongs to whom? Who? Acha?
Vrindavan is to
Krishna says, Sarva Lokam Aishwaram. That war is going on. Point here is, if we have to have a war, we don't want to have a war for the small stuff. We want a war at Radha Krishna level. Our war, at what level it happens? There we have war. Who is on Krishna's side and who is on Radha? But that problem is also solved after Lord Chaitanya came. How? Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nayanya. So that problem is also solved. He is Radha and Krishna. What? He is Krishna, but he had the color of Radha. What? The problem is solved. So Radha Krishna can fight, but we are going to chant Hare Krishna and be happy. We have no problem. That problem also is solved for us. You understand? So that's the point. All right, next one. Okay, this already I told you. You read quickly if you want. That's who? Who are those people? Fallen conditioned soul. Huh? Both the hands up. Then only you get prasad. If you keep your hand here, how you get prasad? You have to put it up. So chanting the holy name is the greatest prasad. It satisfies you in every way. There is no empty space. There is no vacuum. It fills everything. Your heart is contented, satisfied, and you want to share it with everybody because it makes you grow like that. Next. Same thing, service. What is Dasya? It's all what is Dasya. Next. This is something you don't know. Was that in the original 6 or 7? We should spend some time on it. What is going on here? Anybody can read it? That's a very interesting story. Quick.
The magnanimous heart of Narada is that he wants to give his wealth, Narada, to every living entity. Narada's delivery and the return. The nature of Krishna consciousness is actually serving living entities by connecting soul to his eternal happy portion of being a servant of God. It's a great service. Krishna himself glorifies the service of Bhagavad Gita, Nacha Vismat Manushya, Bhagavad Gita 18:169.
Somebody wants to complete the verse? Open your mobile. Quick. 1, 2, 3. Quick. Too late. What's the translation? Loud, give the mic.
There is no servant in this world more dear to me than he, nor will there ever be one more dear.
Who? Then he what? You missed something, you swallowed it.
One who explains the supreme secret to the devotees,
Yeah.
pure devotional service is guaranteed.
Yeah, you are not explaining, you are hiding it. You didn't say that. Read again.
Okay, this is 80.68. For one who explains the supreme secret to the devotees, pure devotional service is guaranteed, and at the end, he will come back to me.
That's what Krishna is saying. Krishna is saying, I give you passage, you can come to me. Just chant Hare Krishna and tell people to read Gita. That's all. All you have to do. Sit with them, read Gita with them. Your family life is zero if you don't do that. Complete waste. You want your child to go to London and get a degree. You don't want your child to go to Krishna. Prabhupada's father told his wife wanted Prabhupada to go to London and become a barrister. That's a big thing for them. His mother wanted him to become barrister. Prabhupada's father, no, I'm praying to Radharani so that he can learn how to play Mridanga and become servant of Radharani. That's what the father said. That's what it is. But neither the father knows nor the mother knows what the child will know. What is Dasyam? You can die, but you cannot give up this idea. What is the height of, what is service? One can die if one does not know, because that's a waste of time. Living, it's a chalta firta murda. What? The walking corpse. We don't have Krishna. We are just a decorated dead body. If Krishna is not there. Family life is not it's not to pay your tax, it's not to watch cricket, it's not not for that. Family life is sacred. Why it is sacred? Because you can practice in a favorable atmosphere. The reason why people come to temple is because the family does not have a favorable atmosphere. वो भी 60 साल के बाद अमेरिका में there is a saying, at least for some time you have to leave the house. What? Because both are tired of seeing each other. ये क्या बोले? It says leave the house or lose the spouse. अरे बाबा थोड़ी देर तो बाहर जाओ, चलो मंदिर इस्कॉन जाता हूं. Not like that. उनको भी पकड़ के लाना है. We have not done anything together, at least let us do this. We have no other. We want all of you to be happy, forgetting your choice of happiness. What? Forgetting? Your choice of? You come here, be that servant of the servant of the servant of the servant. Then you see what fun it is. You see what fun it is. We are not paying anybody anything. But they feel something. No? There are two very obese ladies. They happen to come and sit on a lecture in ISKCON. Very fat. So they were telling, because the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, no, this body is different from the soul. What? So that fellow said, instead of saying like that, your body is different from soul, you are spirit soul. He didn't say that. These two fat ladies were sitting. He looked at them and said, you are not this body. Oh, they were so happy. कितना जिम में जाना है, कितने डॉक्टर को कितना पैसा देना, खत्म हो गया. ये की शब्द सुना है, you are not this body. Oh, हरे कृष्णा, हरे कृष्णा. हरे हरे. कहाँ मिलेगा ये आनंद? कहीं नहीं मिलेगा. And we also say you are not the mind, because when you chant, your mind vaporized. Your mind is dead when you chant. Not at the ABCD level, afterwards. ABCD level में बड़ा तंग करेगा मन. क्या? Because you are putting mind under arrest. And mind will not allow. Like trying to keep a small child quiet. शैतानी मत कर. अरे शैतानी करने के लिए वही उम्र आया है. Like that, the mind is shaitan, but ABCD level में वो बैठेगा नहीं. Therefore, you have to come here. Therefore, you have to engage in service. Therefore, you have to hear. ऐसे करते 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 हाँ. Like when they were happy when they were told you are not the body, you will be happy when you are told you are not the mind. सारा परेशानी मन में ही आता है ना. So if you are not the mind, then you are not the ego. Then you are not even the smart you, intelligent you. You are not even that. You are not the smart you also. Krishna has no use for smart people. Because people in Vrindavan are not smart. Very ordinary people. गाय चलाते हैं, दूध दोते हैं. Krishna has no need for smart people. So you can forget your smartness. You can do that in your corporate office. We don't need smart people here. We want simple people, happy people. You chant Hare Krishna happily. We don't care. You are a MA, BA, PhD, what you are. But you have to chant the same thing that unpad aadmi karta hai. He is also chanting Hare Krishna, you are also chanting Hare Krishna. But you get, both of them get the same benefit. तो कोई जात पात नहीं है इधर, अमीर गरीब पढ़े लिखे तो. Everybody get the same bliss. It's like an ocean breeze. Whoever goes there, you go by walk, you go by car, you get the same breeze. That's the greatness about this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You are not the body, you are not the mind, you are not the intelligence, you are not the ego. How quickly you can move to the highest spiritual level just by associating, just by encouraging, just by helping each other. This is meant for that. This is real home. These are real relatives. Because nobody has any complex inferiority, superiority, ये वो कुछ नहीं. Okay, next. So whoever preaches, Krishna says, is the most dear to me. But there's no limit. Everybody can be dear to Krishna. He's not limited. Krishna is not limited. When the sun shines, you feel the heat, you see the light. It's only for some people? No, it's for everybody. Like next, what is it? That you have seen. What is this? This is very important. It's one of the most important part of Dasyam. What is it? Read quickly. Read quickly. Loudly.
Srila Prabhupada served the people by spreading the Krishna conscious movement. Srila Prabhupada was instructed by his Guru to spread his instructions and inculcated same mode to his disciples to follow the same. Seva means to serve the Lord and mission of the Lord and his devotees. Temple construction, book distribution, festivals, yatras, etc. Devotion service is far beyond scope of temporary services to such as nation, legal obligations of community, family, needy people, etc. It is rendered by the Vaishnavas, for the Vaishnavas, and of the Vaishnavas.
And who is not a Vaishnava? How to know who is not a Vaishnava? One who does not want to serve the Lord or his devotees. One who does not he has a negative feeling for the Lord and the devotee. Okay, now what about the trees that are giving flowers? What about the cow that gives milk? Are they serving the Lord? Are they serving the devotees? Trees and the cows, are they serving the Lord? Huh? How? Are they chanting Hare Krishna? How they are serving?
Providing milk.
That's it. Cows are giving milk. That is why we offer it to the Lord first. The trees are giving flower. So even they can serve. So having been a human being, if you don't want to serve the Vaishnavas, or if you don't want to serve the Lord, what can we do? अरे आपका दांत का दर्द हो रहा है, आप घर में बैठ के पकड़ लिया तो डॉक्टर के पास जाओ. Doctor cannot do courier service. You have to go and sit in the chair. Other things you can come to your door. But doctor का problem है तब आपको वहां जाना पड़ेगा, यहाँ नहीं आएगा. So this movement, but we are very smart and clever in one way. How to get the toughest nut to chant Hare Krishna? What is that? How to get that? To chant Hare. That's what Prabhupada did in the West. It's not an easy place. It's not that everybody was standing there with Mridanga Kartal welcoming Prabhupada. No. You know the story? What happened when Prabhupada went? Most probably you don't know. That was an adventure, great adventure, just to show how Prabhupada, dearmost devotee of Krishna, by spreading it. That you have to read Leelamrit. There are more than a dozen biographies about Prabhupada. I told you, A to Z chanting. When you finish all the biographies about Prabhupada, practically every country has produced one biography about Prabhupada in that place. Then you can cross 13, 14 alphabet letters. After reading all the biographies about Prabhupada, you can cross halfway. Right? Otherwise, you won't know nothing about this movement. If you don't know about Prabhupada, then you don't know anything about ISKCON. Then next one. Read the last para. Aja, you people do Nagar Kirtan. In the last 4 months, you have done Nagar Kirtan once. Huh?
January when the Ram Temple was inaugurated, that time we did a Nagar.
Where?
Here in Sarjapur Road. In Sarjapur Road.
Sarjapur Road. So when the next Ram temple is opening?
We are flying regularly.
Before we started book distribution, this movement was known by Nagar Kirtan in London also. What?
London.
In fact, people from India picked up this from London only. अरे यहाँ कहाँ आ गया हरे कृष्णा? तिलक पहन के, धोती पहन के. Young, so many rich people came. I was there in Bombay. They said, we saw your devotees in London. Then हम ढूंढ के आया है आपको. That time our temple was under construction. Mahaprabhu went every day on Nagar Kirtan. You don't know? Udilo aruna puraba bhage, dinamani gaura amani jage, bhakata samuha loya sate gela nagara vrage. Mahaprabhu did. You know, where is that picture? Mahaprabhu chanting with his people. Where is that picture here? Should be there. Because you are not coming for Mangalarti, no. You come once, you are all Christians, so you come only on Sunday. At least in Sesadipuram temple, once a week, before you give prasadam, it is said, we have a special separate line for people who come for Nagar Kirtan. Nobody can sit there. As soon as you come, you will be served. Others will have to wait in the queue. Because they only understand Nagar Kirtan is important because you get prasadam first. Nagar Kirtan, they think it is that important because prasadam comes. No. Where is the joy in your heart in serving? That is by expressing everybody. What is the use of Jindabad, Murdabad? Why don't you go Jindabad, Murdabad? 1 week you go BJP Jindabad. Next week you go BJP Murdabad. Then next week you go BJP Jindabad. Then what a fun. It's all comes and goes. This is forever. Therefore you should do that. And you see how quickly your temple grows. You know, after getting Diksha, everybody is asked to go, even if you are a millionaire, you have to go and say, Abhi mera Diksha ho gaya, give me donation, give me something. Why are you saying give me? No, he's not saying give me. He's saying I am collecting as a humble, simple person. Even though I have a Mercedes Benz standing there, I'm asking because I want to be humble and present this to my guru. So I understand I'm not a big shot. He may have a Mercedes Benz outside, but he goes and begs, gives to Guru. Why? Guru is dear to Krishna. Not that Guru needs money. That's how we purify the mind. When you go there, you may be wearing a 10,000, 20,000 rupees sari and 50,000 rupees jewelry, but if you are there on the road chanting Hare Krishna. One Maharaj told his disciple, if you go to that particular locality in Bombay, you should go with all your ornaments. Because people in that area, they wear them. Only when you go with all those ornaments and speak to them, they will pay some respect and listen to you because you are no less than them. So we speak on that level. If some people are Aisa hai, if they are proud with money, we say we have no less money, we have more money. See how many, there is one book about Krishna, what are all the jewelry he is wearing. I think you have here, something called Dasyam book is there, I think, in that. All Krishna's are, अरे राधारानी का ornament को तो बोल नहीं सकता कितना करके. And yet they wear sometimes simple forest flowers. हम किसी से कम नहीं. We are by hook or crook, we want to bring everybody to chant Hare. That is our smartness. But we can't even do it with our family. What is the use of that family? Can't sit and chant together. अरे मरने के बाद तो राम नाम सत्य हो जाता है ना, मरने के बाद. अभी तो करो, अभी कृष्ण नाम सत्य है. अभी तो करो साथ में बैठ के. मेरे साथ तुम कहां जाओगे? सती थोड़ी बनोगे. अभी कर लो chanting. What we are talking about? Read the next. So Nagar Kirtan is important. Yatras, there are so many yatras. I think you people don't know. I don't think anybody went to any yatras.
We went to Mayapur, one week after.
So with who you went?
ISKCON temple.
So but not many went, few went. But everybody should go. Then festivals, that you know, festivals, many festivals happen. Then prasadam, you know. Multiple countries and multifarious services. So just by Prabhupada's spiritual master telling him, if you ever get money, print books and preach in the Western world in English. Only two things he said. Just from the two things, which Prabhupada did not even start for 10, 15 years after he heard it. He was waiting. Then he went with great, you can't even imagine, with more than a minute. How these two things, if you ever get money, print books, right? And preach in English. That's all. And it's expanded and expanded and expanded and expanded. Every country it expanded. So within 11 years, it went all over the world. No, there is no Harvard study, business case, where in 11 years, with zero capital, a movement has spread all over the world and flourishing. There is no case study in Harvard in MBA. Zero capital, an old man with nothing but few words in Sanskrit. And the movement goes all over the world. And he hasn't paid nobody nothing. And everybody is bringing everything to him. And we go tax-free. If you give your money to Krishna, it is tax-free. Do you know that? But you get interest. You don't pay tax, but you get big interest. Wow, kya deal hai? Many money given because we have a tax exemption. But we give interest. You don't pay tax, but you get interest. Like that. What else is there? Okay, we explained the next. Okay, next. How many of you feel you are hearing something that makes you feel very enthusiastic, very happy, very content and satisfied? How many of you feel like that? Strictly speaking, in your heart. But if you're not convinced, don't raise your hand. If you're convinced, you raise both hands. I don't know, am I speaking Chinese? Other people have not heard me. They don't find anything in this. What about you, ma'am? Okay, what about last one there? Oh, you have come for the first time? You are for us or you are against us?
Couldn't hear completely.
There is space for you here.
They came later.
There's space for you here. Latecomers should sit in the front. That's the rule. Latecomers should sit. You write like seats for latecomers. You write and keep it. Why not? But before it is too late, chant Hare Krishna. What? Before you become late so and so. What? Don't be that late. Next time you make sure she has the front seat. What's your good name? What do you do? You're working somewhere. Working? Okay. So, how many times you visited this center? More than 3? When I went third time to the temple, they said, if you come again, you'll shave your hair. Oh, that's for boys, not for the girls. Shave your hair means what? In ISKCON world, shaving hair means what? That means you cannot go back to your house. You have to be with us. Why did you come 4th time? You understand me? If you come 4th time, then you are one of us. You are not part of your family afterwards. You are married to Krishna. Is it good or bad, married to Krishna? Huh? But one thing you should be careful. Krishna had 16,100 and there are only 16,108 palaces built in Dwarka. You won't get a palace.
Krishna will give sufficient time.
What is that thing?
So, what I'm saying is, I believe I truly trust Krishna that he always makes sufficient time for each of his wives.
What is? Oh yeah, you're saying here time for every wife, quality time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That you are quite smart that way. You already put your condition for the marriage. That's good, and that's true. That's true. Okay, next. What is next? Please come. Please keep coming. You won't get it the first time, but you'll get it. It will come to you. And you'll feel naturally comfortable and spontaneous there. But you have to make a lot of friends here. Lot of networking here. That networking is a headache. This networking is for real. What? Okay, next. That we did that. Jata, you see, amazing. Just look at the picture. It's so wonderful. You know, Ravana already actually tricked Jatayu. He could not have defeated Jatayu. He tricked him. He asked Jatayu, the fight was going on, and Jatayu could not kill him and Ravana could not kill him. Then Ravana asked, I will tell where is my weak spot, and you also tell where is your weak spot. And Jatayu told, it's in my wings. And Ravana said a wrong place. That's what. Samjota. Material world is like that. You may be good, but where you are, that place there's no guarantee it will be a good place. Right or wrong? अरे मैंने अभी सुन के आया. They said, you have to leave the firm today. You have to leave the firm and you have to leave the firm today. And another, what do you call, intern, they told him, okay, you can come for 1 more month. अरे अभी 1 हफ्ता भी नहीं हुआ उनको intern बन के. I can't believe he was like 22, 23-year-old boy. He was crying. 1 हफ्ता 10 भी नहीं हुआ वो बोल दिया ठीक है you can come for only month. Where I will find another internship, what I should do? He came from Hyderabad and I said, don't worry, Krishna is giving you free time. You are already, your food is assured and your place of rest is assured. What are you worried about? खाना पीना यहाँ मिलता है आपको क्या दिक्कत है आप सेवा करो इससे बढ़िया मिलेगा. We never give up, but we give up on the material world. What? We never give up, but we give up on material comfort and material dreams and material things. We give up because that is temporary anyway, and you will go anyway. So we put our valuable time in a valuable place. We don't put our valuable time in a useless place. Our time is so important. Together, yes, we can together. And Krishna is assuring. This is it. See Prabhupada, what he did. Take inspiration from him. Take courage from him. Oh, you don't know what are the things. Amazing stuff he did. Amazing, amazing. Unbelievable stuff. There is no case study like that anywhere. Next, what is it next? So, Ravana cheated him. Otherwise, he could not have killed Jatayu. And Rama came. What is that picture where Rama? See, Rama is doing his final rites. Ah, क्या बात है. रामा ने अपने पिताजी को नहीं किया. ये भाग्य पिताजी को नहीं मिली. जटायु को मिल गया. बोलो. Not just, I didn't blindly choose the pictures. There's a good reason. You can see the one picture there where Krishna is on the Garuda and the Samsara Sagar mein डूब रहा है. But he looks more like a brahmachari डूब रहा है. But सब डूब रहे. जो डूबते हैं उनको बोलते हैं डूबे. क्या बोलते हैं? अपना दाम छोड़ के अपना काम छोड़ के आया. पत्नी को भी नहीं बोला. क्या जा रहे हैं जल्दी में? बोलो अभी क्या आप बाद में बोल काम कर लो आगे. That's fun. Okay, next, what is that? और मृगारी को बोला ही नहीं क्या हुआ करके. आप लोग भी चुप गए. मृगारी में क्या हुआ था? ये क्या कर रहा था? जानवरों को जंगल में आधा काट के छोड़ देता था. हाफ लाइफ. तो नारद ने अचानक उस तरफ से आया, देखा सारा प्राणी पड़ा आधा आधा जीवन से. तो ढूंढा उनको, पूछा है, अरे तुम शिकारी कर रहे हो, अरे उसको तो मारो. उन्होंने बोला मेरे को लेदर टेक्नोलॉजी का डिग्री है. क्या बोला? लेदर टेक्नोलॉजी है ना? यू डोंट नो? At least I know one company in Chennai. It's called what? Some technology name. Kya leather technology you know? No, if I kill them fully, their skin becomes tough. I can't separate it from the body easily. But thoda garmi hai sharir mein, then the skin comes out nicely and stays good. That's my leather technology. अरे तुम इसको आधा मार के छोड़ के बोलते हो लेदर टेक्नोलॉजी. पता है आपको क्या होगा? पहले तो मारना तो गलती है, आधा मार के छोड़ के जा रहे हैं. But before that, that fellow asked Narada Muni Hunter, you talk all these things afterwards. You talk afterwards. First, let me talk. He said, I have the best variety of leather. What is that? Louis Vuitton, better than that. What? Best one. That's the company for Lelo? Huh? Some other company is there? I have better than that. So which skin you want? We'll talk, your talk you do afterwards. First you tell me which skin you want. Because you know sadhus sit on the skin also. Narada said, no, nothing doing. I'm not coming here to ask you anything. Okay, what's your complaint? If I kill them and the letter becomes useless, how I will make money? Then he said, Narada Muni said, I give you guarantee. What? Jan Dhan program. What? Paisa bank mein aa jayega. And this is very important for you. Then he said, I also did this before I was able to go to regularly join this. He said, you make a hut and live in the forest. आपका घर वाले आपका पाप में भाग नहीं लेंगे क्या? कोई घर वाला आप उनको पैसा छोड़ के जा सकते हैं, आपका पाप छोड़ के नहीं जा सकते. वो बोलेंगे अपना पाप साथ में ले जाओ, हमको नहीं चाहिए. तो आपका घर वाले आपको आपका पाप नहीं लेंगे, आप मार मार के तो परिवार चला रहे मन आपको नहीं लेंगे. आप इधर रहो, कुटिया बनाओ, नदी के किनारे कुटिया बनाओ, यहाँ रहो और तुलसी का पूजा रक्षा करो. खाएगा कैसा वो चिंता आपको नहीं है, वो मेरा ड्यूटी है, मेरे को देखना है क्या करना. But he had a big name. Mriga Ari means what? Ari means what? दुश्मन. किसका दुश्मन? मृग. सारे जानवर का दुश्मन, मृग अरी. तो आपको बड़ा नाम है इंटरनेशनली. तो तुलसी पूजा तो गांव में फैल गया बात. अरे कौन मानता है ये मृगारी तुलसी का पूजा कर रहे हैं और बैठ के तपस्या कर रहे हैं. छोड़ दिया अपना प्रोफेशन तो फैल गई. दूर दूर से गांव से लोग आए. आपको तो पता है ना, द बेस्ट वे ऑफ लिविंग दिस वर्ल्ड इज टू वेयर सफरान एंड सिट इन वन प्लेस. ऑल दिस पागल लोग आके आपको सब कुछ देंगे. एनीबॉडी कैन ट्राई इट. आशीर्वाद दो, ये पूरा कर दो, वो पूरा कर दो. So that's also a danda. The sadhu is doing danda, and the people who come to ask for Ashirwad, that's also a danda. But we don't do that here. Our Ashirwad for you is, here is the beads, here is the bag, chant. That's the Ashirwad. And that Ashirwad you don't want. So अब मृगारी को ढूंढ ढूंढ के गाँव से लोग आके उनके पास इतना ज्यादा हो गया. तो बाद में ये कथा सुन के नारद जी का दोस्त उनके साथ आया, आंगिर ऋषि. अच्छा ऐसा भी आपके एक चेला है क्या? चेला के बारे में पूछा, ऐसा भी है क्या? तो वो भी आया. तो जब आ रहा था ये मृगारी देख लिया नारद मुनि आ रहे हैं, थोड़ा दूर में थे, तो उन्होंने क्या किया, उठ के भाग के गया उनके पास. पर भागते नहीं गया, यहाँ से जंप किया और वहां से जंप किया और वहां से जंप किया. तो उनकी दोस्त पूछा ये क्या कर रहा है? नहीं, वो चींटी है जमीन में तो उसके ऊपर पैर रखना चाहता है, इसलिए इधर से कूद के उधर से कूद के जा रहा है. उतना प्योर हो जाएगा मृगारी भी. ऐसे ही दूसरा कथा है और वो भी एक बढ़िया कथा है. तो नारद मुनि ने कैसा प्रहलाद को अपने मां का गर्भ में सिखाया भक्ति, वो भी एक कहानी है. स्पेशल स्टोरी. सो अब हमारा बात मत मानो, बट नारद का बात तो मानो. If you don't feel convinced by me, you go by Narad. Okay, next what that हो गया मृगारी का. Next, what is the thing we have done? और कितना बाकी है? कितना स्लाइड बाकी है? हाँ, क्विक. ये by words I cannot explain to you. What ecstasy is that? ये हमारे बातों में ये बनेगा नहीं. But you must know This is the peak of relationships. Okay, that slide is coming at the end. That slide is coming at the end. Anyway, you understand something? What do you make out of this picture? It's a lot of fun with Krishna. You know, Durga का त्रिशूल है और इंद्र का वज्र है और क्या क्या है? हाँ? हनुमान क्या करता है? और कृष्ण के पास क्या है? So where is fun? त्रिशूल लेके फन है क्या? Fun is where? Fun is with Krishna. And that's what we actually want. We may not be very clear about it, but that's what will satisfy us. And that's very easy to get. But start. Next. Okay. This is something, but this may not be the right time to ask you. How many of you recognize what is written here? How many of you recognize? Because you people don't do this, no? So I cannot. Anyway, you can do it sometime later. You pass on this in the group. This whole PPT you pass in the group. Let them do it. You understand anything from this? That is the reason I put it. Just to tell you what you are missing. Don't just think this 3-4 Mahajan is going to make you understand everything. They are not going to do it. You have to strive yourself to know more and more. जैसे बच्चे लोग है ना, ये जानना चाहते हैं, वो जानना चाहते हैं ना बच्चे लोग. ऐसे भाव आपको होना चाहिए. मैं ये जानना चाहता हूँ. So this is a kind of a small quiz for you. These are the songs we generally sing every day in the temple. Maybe one or two songs may not be there, but generally there. I think one or two spelling mistake is also there, but don't worry about it. These are the songs generally sung in ISKCON. I joined ISKCON after I knew all the songs they sing. Before I came first day to ISKCON, I knew all the songs because I was hearing the songs more than 1 or 2 years while I was studying. I had no problem. And I read a lot of books before I came. I had no problem. Now I'm completing my 50th year. And no problem. I had free travel, free food, never paid tax, never voted. I think that is one kind of liberation. Free food, free travel, tension free, never paid tax, never voted. We don't have to carry any burden. There's no need to carry any burden. Krishna is offering you the best possible deal. Take it. Prabhupada said Krishna is perfect. Krishna's leadership, perfect. A1 and one more thing he said. What is that he said? First class. Perfect, A1 and first class. Krishna's leadership. How much you can say for the state government, central government, and American government, and the coming in president? Hope God forbid. There is no such thing. Perfect, A1, first class. That's Krishna. You can never be disappointed with him. Never ever you can feel disappointed with him. Never ever. And even if you are falling short, he will not be disappointed. Even if you are falling short of, he will not be disappointed. We are always falling short. Okay, not next. Okay, I think the last. Okay, this is it. This is the sum and substance of the whole show. I think we are just reaching the time. Acha, now, okay, read.
These Vaishnava songs, they bring or convey to us the process of Sambandha, Theya, Prayojana, which is ultimate goal of the goal.
That's what I told you in the beginning about Vyasadeva and Sukadev. They are giving us something which is the height of definition of Dasya. And what is the end result of? Sambandha means associating with Krishna, relationship with Krishna. Abhideya means living with Krishna. What? And what will the result of living with Krishna? That's it. There cannot be anything more you want. That's it. That is Prayojana. Complete perfection of your life. Knowing about Krishna, having a relationship with Krishna, and living with Krishna does not mean just Krishna. By the Vaishnavas, for the Vaishnavas, of the Vaishnavas. We touch the sky and we also touch the ground. We cover both. Take it, develop it, and enjoy it. What? Take it? Okay, I'm done. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay. I hope it was not too confusing. How many of you are confused? Didn't understand anything? Okay. Any feedback?